Good morning and welcome back to Sunshine and Chaos. It is Saturday and I thought I would vlog, but this vlog is probably going to kind of be all over the place. Today I have a bunch of stuff to get done. The first thing is prepare for Cheersgiving. So I am the team rep, parent rep, team mom, whatever you want to call it, for Brinley's cheer team, Gunsmoke. And that just means you're responsible for like supporting the coaches, communicating with the parents, planning team bondings, checking them in at competition, making sure everybody's ready to go. So today we have our Cheersgiving or our November team bonding. It's just a big potluck dinner where everyone brings a dish to share, a Thanksgiving dish to share, and then we all just kind of hang out and talk. So my friend Jessica is hosting. Thank you, Jess. But I am cooking, helping cook three things. So I'm making an appetizer, which is buffalo chicken dip, which is something the girls ask me to bring to every single team bonding we have because they all love it. And then I am making homemade macaroni and cheese and then mashed potatoes. So I am going to get ready. I'm going to go downstairs and start cooking all of that stuff, and I'll video that along the way. And then last night, Brinley went to a youth night with a bunch of her friends and then spent the night at the people who are hosting Cheersgiving's home last night. So she's not here. And so I thought it would be fun if I decorated her room for Christmas while she was gone as a little surprise for her. I don't know that I'll have time to get it all done, but I'll at least get it started. And so I'm gonna do that, try to do that. And then I'll have to leave. Let's see, it starts at 4, but I need to get there a little early. So I'll probably need to leave here around 2 or right before 2 to get to Jess's house and then help her set up. We're gonna do like tablecloths on the tables, and I bought little centerpieces, and I bought a pink balloon arch, which you may think pink is not very Thanksgiving, and it's not. However, Gunsmoke's theme this year is Legally Blonde. So they have lots of references to the movie in their routine, like the bend and snap. And I don't want to give everything away, but it's very cute and very Legally Blonde. So everything we're doing this year is kind of like bows and pink and law school. So I got a bunch of a big pink balloon arch that has like bows in it, and then I got a little sign that says what like it's hard to hang up because we always take like team photos and stuff, and the girls like to do that kind of thing. So I'm gonna get there early a little bit and set up. I'll take you along for that, and then I don't know, we'll see what time that gets done, clean up, and we get back home. And then tomorrow we have church. I'm supposed to be getting ready as I talk, and I'm not. So tomorrow we have church, and Brinley and I serve at church. Our church has a coffee bar. It's free coffee and hot chocolate for kids. The hot chocolate's for the kids, the coffee's for the adults. So we go to one church service, and then we stay for the next to serve at it a couple times a month. So tomorrow is our day to do that. So we'll do that. The boys both have golf tournaments tomorrow. So I think Evan's tea time is so early, they probably can't even go to church. So they're gonna do that. And then I have practice tomorrow. We have Sunday practice. So Brinley and I both have practice tomorrow. So another busy day. Thankfully, Evan was sweet yesterday and went and picked up my grocery order for me. So I was planning on doing that this morning, but he went and did it for me yesterday. So I have everything I need downstairs ready to go. So yeah, that's my weekend plans. I'm gonna take you along. And like I said, this vlog kind of might be all over the place, but that's my life. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish getting ready here, and then I will see you in the kitchen. Okay, so we're in the kitchen, ready to go. The first thing I'm gonna do is peel potatoes, which I hate peeling potatoes, but I'm gonna peel the potatoes for the mashed potatoes. I'm making my aunt's recipe for potatoes, which is, she used to make like every holiday we had. But basically it's 10 medium potatoes, 8 ounces of sour cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese, garlic, salt, butter, and paprika. And it makes like kind of like a potato casserole. So you like make the mashed potatoes, put it in a pan, put a little butter and paprika on the top and bake it. And oh my God, it's so good. But when I got married, my mom, this is filthy because I use it all the time, but my mom made this like recipe book with all of our family recipes in it. And it like is, I cook a lot. I like really enjoy cooking. So it's like one of my favorite things that I have. But I got the recipe in here, and so that's what I'm gonna make. And then the macaroni and cheese, I always try different ones that I find online, so I'm trying a different one this year that I saw on either TikTok or Instagram Reels. I'm not sure, but I will link the person that I got the recipe from. But I also have to shred like 3 blocks of cheese for that. So I'm gonna start peeling potatoes, shredding cheese, and then we'll see where the day takes us. Okay, got the potatoes all peeled, washed up, cut up, put in the pot. They are on the stove and ready to get boiled. And then while they're cooking, I'm gonna start shredding the cheese for the macaroni and cheese. This recipe that I'm using this year calls for a block of shredded sharp cheddar, a block of shredded medium cheddar, and a block of shredded Gouda, which this isn't like the fancy like Gouda from the specialty cheese shop, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. They're like 14. They don't have that kind of palate yet. So I'm gonna get shredding that cheese while my potatoes boil, and then I really honestly have no idea what I have to do next. So I'll look that up and then we'll go from there. My arm already feels like it's gonna fall off, and that was only 1 block, and I have 2 more to go. Pray for me. Okay, the cheese is all shredded. The potatoes are starting to come to a boil. I have a pot of water on to boil to make the pasta. And then I'm having a little drink in between. This Olipop crisp apple is so good, and I keep buying it, and I love it so much. So I'm having a little drink while I finish up. I also have my cream cheese softening in the pan, and the next thing I'm gonna do is pull the chicken for the buffalo chicken dip. This is a really easy recipe. I've been making it for years. I don't even know where I got it from, or else I would credit the person, but it's so easy and it's so good. We're big college football fans, and I make it on game day almost every week. It's so good, and all my kids like it, so I'll show you how I make that. So for the buffalo chicken dip, you can make it in a 9x13 or 8x8. In my grocery order, I ordered the wrong size pan, which of course I did, but I got these little ones, but it'll still be fine. So you want 1 brick of softened cream cheese that you'll spread across the bottom of this, and then the next layer is chicken and some kind of buffalo sauce. So I a lot of the time use this Frank's Red Hot buffalo wing sauce. It's really good. And then sometimes, and I'll put a little of the original Red Hot in it. But I just shred up a rotisserie chicken, and then you'll sprinkle that on top of the cream cheese, and then layer some shredded cheese on the top, and then pop it in the oven until it's bubbly. You could also bake chicken breast and shred that, which I do that sometimes, but I like the lazy girl hack of using the rotisserie chicken, especially when I have 8 million things to do. But the potatoes are starting to boil, the pasta water is starting to boil, so I'm gonna shred the chicken, and then I put it in a bowl and mix it up with a hot sauce and put it on top of the cream cheese, and I'll show you that when I'm done. Okay, chicken is shredded. I flatten the cream cheese out in the bottom of this pan So now there's no measuring really with this. I don't know, eyeball everything. You just want to make sure you put enough hot sauce in so your chicken is good and covered. Not drop the top in there. And then a little bit of this. Make sure the potatoes don't overboil, and then mix this up. And again, you just want to make sure all of the chicken is coated in sauce. I put a little bit more. Okay, once you get that to your liking, then you're just gonna pour it on top of the cream cheese and spread it around evenly. Okay. And then the really nice thing about this recipe is you can double it or triple it even, and it doesn't change at all. So you just, if you want to double it, do everything times 2. 2 bricks of cream cheese, probably 2 rotisserie chickens, a little more sauce, a little more cheese. It's really simple. So the next thing I do is put shredded cheese on the top. And then if you're feeling fancy, you can drizzle a little ranch dressing or blue cheese dressing. My kids don't like blue cheese, but they do like the ranch. And then, like I said, bake it till it's golden bubbly. And then I usually just serve it with Tostitos chips, or you can do carrots and celery. You can do whatever you like. But since I'm gonna cook everything off at Jess's, I'm just gonna put the cheese on the top and then put the top on this and put it in the fridge until I leave. The potatoes are fork tender, so I'm gonna drain them and start making those. Again, I will drain them and then put in 8 ounces of sour cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese, garlic salt, salt, pepper to taste. None of the things I'm making today are gonna be like great for a diet. So, you know, that's just the way it is around here for now. So I will do that. And then hopefully when I'm done with that, the water will be boiling for the macaroni, and I can dump that in, and then I'll start the cheese sauce for the macaroni and cheese. Now we do a little taste test, because potatoes can take quite a bit of salt. So I just always like to get a clean spoon here and give it a little taste to make sure the seasonings are right. See if you need more garlic or whatever. Probably a little bit more salt, and then I'm gonna put it in a pan, and then you put little pats of butter on top, sprinkle with some paprika, and I'm gonna cook it when I get to Jess's. So it's like this mashed potatoes casserole. It's really good. It gets crispy around the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and this water is finally about to come to a boil. So I'll dump the pasta in, and then we'll come back and start the cheese sauce. Pasta's boiling. I put on a timer so I wouldn't forget. Potatoes are done. I put a little butter on top, and then paprika, and then that'll bake in the oven until it's nice and golden and crispy. excuse me. So I'm gonna put the top on and put that in the fridge with the buffalo chicken dip to take. And I'm gonna start the macaroni and cheese sauce. And the first thing we need to do that is make a roux. So a roux is like what acts as a thickening agent when you make sauces and things like that. And it's a mixture of butter and flour. So I need a half a stick of butter and I think a tablespoon or two of flour. I have to check the recipe. And you're gonna let that melt in your pan and kind of come together. And then we're gonna add some evaporated milk and heavy whipping cream. Again, not diet friendly, but it's Thanksgiving, so it's okay, right? I drain the noodles, and then I'm just waiting while this roux mixture with the evaporated milk and the heavy cream comes together and gets a little bit thicker. You wanna whisk it quite a bit during that process so nothing burns on the bottom. So I'm gonna babysit this, and while I do that, I'm gonna throw in the seasonings, which is a half a teaspoon of paprika, onion powder, and black pepper. I probably won't follow that to a T. I'll just throw in and then give the cheese sauce a little taste test and see what I think it needs. Holding back on the salt because the cheese is salty. So we'll, again, check that once we get the mixture together. But let me go ahead and put in those ingredients and then the spices and stuff. And then by then this should be thickened up and we can add the cheese. Starting to thicken up really nicely. So we're gonna add in half the cheese that we shredded. The other half is gonna be layered in between layers of macaroni. And then you wanna also reserve some of that for the top. So when you bake it, it gets nice and crispy. But this is nice and thickened, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that cheese and add half of it in. Okay, now I've turned the heat off. Everything's pretty well incorporated in here. It smells really good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the macaroni. The macaroni you wanna cook a little bit under al dente because it's gonna cook again in the oven, so you don't want it like total mush when you like serve it. So it's a little bit hard still right now. I'm gonna go ahead and dump that in and then I'm gonna give it a taste test for seasonings, see if it needs more onion, salt, pepper, whatever. And then I'll show you what we do next. Everybody's in the pot. It's not soupy, but there's definitely extra cheese and you want that because again, it's gonna cook in the oven. So the noodles are gonna absorb some of that liquid. I gave it a little taste test. It probably could use a pinch of salt for my taste, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let people put their own on. But the taste is really good. So now what we're gonna do is take this macaroni and cheese mixture and layer it in the pan. So you're gonna do a layer of macaroni and cheese, a layer of cheese, a layer of macaroni and cheese, a layer of cheese until you get to the top, and you wanna make sure you're leaving yourself enough cheese to have a nice crispy, like cheesy crust on top. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, now I promised Evan I'd save him some for lunch. He's got to work today, and he said, please save me some mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese for lunch. So the rest of what's in my pan, I'll give to him, save for him. But I'm gonna put this remaining cheese on the top and then put the top on this and put it in the fridge until I'm ready to go. And then I'm gonna clean up these dishes and clean up the kitchen and start doing some Christmas stuff in Brinley's room. So I'll pick up there when I'm decorating in her room. I don't know when I'm gonna learn that like I can't cram 957 things into a day, but it's not gonna be today. So it's 11:36. All my cooking's done. I'm sorry if you can hear Aaron singing in the background. I don't know what he's doing. But yesterday when I had the bright idea to start this today, I washed all of Brinley's linens and like bedding. Every time I decorate for something, I like it to like be like a clean and decorate. So everything gets a good scrub down, all the linens, if they weren't just clean, get cleaned, all that jazz. And I am the kind of psycho that puts like Christmas sheets on everybody's bed. So I'll be doing that. And again, like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to get done, but I'm hoping I can get her bedding done and then get her little tree put up. And I just spent a few minutes looking for the little skirt, but I don't know which holiday bin it's in, and I have like 96 bins, so that might be something that I have to come across later. But I'm gonna get started and see how much I can do before I have to leave. And then the next time you'll see me after that is probably at Cheersgiving setting up. So let's decorate. So you're gonna see me put on her duvet cover. No, you didn't, because I don't know what kind of sorcery that takes to get it on without looking like an absolute fool, but I don't have it yet. So whatever you see here today, no, you didn't. It's so hot. But the bed is done, and now I'm going to start putting her little tree together. And then she has this sign in her room, one of these like felt-board ones. I change the message like every time I change her sheets. So I'll either probably put like something like Merry Christmas or a Christmas song lyric or something. I haven't decided yet, but I'll try to get that done today too. Okay, so we just finished setting up. We have these little tables with these little pink things for centerpieces. That's a sign that says what will it's hard. I still have to hang that up. But we have a little pink balloon arch. And then one of Brinley's teammates makes these signs. So she made one, Happy Cheersgiving for Gunsmoke. So the girl should be coming any minute, and I'll try to video throughout to get so you can see what's going on. Hello. It is many days later. It is Tuesday, and I just was exhausted this weekend. I didn't get home from Cheersgiving until almost midnight on Saturday. And then Sunday we had church, and Brinley and I served at the Coffee Barn Church. And then I had to come home, get stuff ready for the week, and go to practice. So I was just really tired yesterday. I had some lupus stuff going on. My hands and feet were really sore. My joints were all bothering me. So I took it easy yesterday and didn't do that much. I even took like a quick 20-minute cat nap in the afternoon because I was just so tired. I didn't think I could make it through the rest of the day. But I did manage to go to Target last night and get new lights for Brinley's tree so I can continue decorating her room. So I'm gonna do that right now while the kids are at school and finish that up for her. And then I got a couple other things while I was at Target. I found this really cute, in her bathroom. She has like bows on her shower curtain and rug for Christmas, and they had this in the like the dollar bin area, so I thought that would be cute to put in there. And then she also got these pajamas from Target. It was a set and they're on sale for $17.50. They're just red with a little white stripe. They're really soft and cute. This is what the top looks like. So she got those. And we picked up a few other things, but those were the two main things, Christmassy things. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up her room and see if I can get this tree done. And yeah, keep going with our day. Is it the best job I've ever done? No. Is that okay? Yes. Is it good enough? Also yes. So now the lights are done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of her ornaments to the tree. She did kind of break my heart yesterday in Target and say she didn't want a lot of her childhood ornaments on the tree. I think she's just in a space where like she's probably a little embarrassed that she liked Barbie or you know, some of the things that she chose earlier when she was little. But so I guess I'll begrudgingly leave some of those off. Someday she'll probably appreciate that we have all of those things, but it's not today. So I'm gonna decorate it and see where we end up. Okay, I just finished decorating her tree. Kids all have these little bulbs. Brinley has pink and like gold and glitter. Evan has blue on his and Jack has green, I think, on his. But I just finished. I'm gonna vacuum up some of the like little branch stuff that fell off and then put her little Christmas tree skirt on there. But I'm gonna let her decide if she wants to put on any more of her ornaments. She still has quite a few in the bin, but it's fine for her probably. She said she didn't want a lot of the big ones on there. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what it looks like after with the skirt on too. But this is what we have. So I'm gonna vacuum up those pine needles and then put the skirt on. change out her little sign to say days till Christmas with a little Christmas countdown. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, I finished the sign. It took me forever. I feel like you can always find the letters you need until it gets to the very last one, and I could not find a C for Christmas. So it took longer than I thought it would. And I am also noticing now I have a smaller uppercase N and T in until, but I don't care. So on her dresser, she has all these little like gingerbread lady, snowman, a gingerbread man, and then she has this little gingerbread house. So I had all of the numbers for the countdown underneath her little house there. And she's got her little snowman anthropology candle. And then I found her Christmas wreath pillow. So that's on her bed. And then she's got her little Christmas bow blanket, her tree. And then in the bathroom, I added these little bow candle holders. I don't know if I'll put candles in them, but they're just cute. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have some Christmas lights to put on her name. They're little white snowflakes. I have to find them in all my Christmas stuff, though. I don't really know where they are. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I am going to do a couple more decorate with me videos. I'm going to do the boys' bedrooms and my bedroom, hopefully before we go. And then when I get home from vacation, I'll do our downstairs, which is going to take me a really long time. But I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.